Coffee time. I haven't brushed my teeth yet today, as you can see. And I've been very lazy with my teeth brushing lately. Not good. I also still haven't found a good vegan toothpaste, because I used to have this what's it called, Kingfisher, which was great. It had like aloe vera and stuff, and it was amazing. It tasted so good. And I am generally very sensitive to fluoride, so I have sometimes used non-fluoride toothpaste, and then only use fluoride like twice a week or something. And I've read some studies that it's actually fine as long as you keep like your tooth hygiene in check otherwise, like floss and stuff. So I'm drinking Löfberg's dark roast, I think it is. Markku, oliko tää Löfbergin tummapahto vai mitä tää oli tää? Oliko se Magnifica? Speaking Finnish. One of the Löfberg coffees anyway, I'm checking from my companion. There's the bookshelf. There's the plants and our mess, our lovely mess. And yeah, so I'm drinking Löfberg's. Mitä se oli? Crescendo. Löfberg's Crescendo. Very good. Not expensive, considering it's a quality produce from Sweden. And if I've understood correctly, they are also pretty ethical in how they produce the coffee and where they buy it from before they roast it and stuff. Ooh. Okay, body positivity now. Body positivity. So I'm drinking Löfberg's Crescendo, dark roast, and some cashew milk, which is delicious. But I actually prefer to use an almond creamer. It's very thick and delicious, and it's like, because when I was still using milk produce, I was using this full fat milk, which had it had a lot of fat, and so it almost tasted like cream. And so I tend to like these like more creamy tasting vegetable milks more for my coffee. Nobody's watching. That's fine. I can just babble to myself. It will be like a vlog or something. Yeah, and this is one of our many Moomin mugs. It's the love mug, which I adore. I adore it. They meet each other there in the woods, and they are painting some art, and they're cuddling in the sunshine. It's very cute. I generally tend to dislike pink in most things, like in my own clothes and my own things. But in this mug, I really like it for some reason. I think one of the reasons is that that it's so mild. It's not like an over-the-top pink or anything. And I really like pink on other people. Like, for example, there's some people who like to decorate like their whole house with pink and like dressing pink and have their hair as pink. And I really admire that. Like, I love that if people want to go like overboard and really like support their favorite color, then that's really cool. I could do that with like greens or blues or like sort of like a mix of these different kinds of hues. I could totally do that because I love wearing like similar colors a lot. The shirt I'm wearing right now is my companion shirt. I don't wear red much. So yeah. Random info. If anyone comes to watch this later, so I'm Emmi. I'm a vegan. I'm an LGBTIQ LGBTQIA person. I'm non-binary, bi-romantic, gray-sexual, on the ace spectrum. I think gray-sexual and non-binary are the words which describe me the best right now, but they might change. I am 100% sure that I'm bi-romantic, and I used to be certain that I'm bisexual for a long time, but after consideration, I have finally come to the conclusion that I'm not nearly as sexually attracted to people as I used to think. And I am vegan mostly because of the animals, because I want to be compassionate to everyone. I want to be kind. I want to take care of all the living things. That includes all the animals and humans, everyone. Even if you hate me, I want to love you. That's how I am. It's just how my heart is and how my brain is. I can't help it. It's a curse sometimes because I want to hug everyone and I want to cuddle everyone. So it's funny. The sun is shining outside. Oh no, the cord is on the way. The sun is shining. I'm not sure if you can see. There's our plants. And I still have a cough. I've had a weird cough for like almost 7 weeks now. I'm going to go see a specialist doctor next week, actually on Friday. I have a very long appointment and they will do all sorts of checkups, and she will probably ask me about my veganism because they usually do, and then I will try to be wise and kind as best as I can while discussing with them. People are professionals. There's a lot of doctors who know about nutrition a lot, but then people also tend to have their own ideas about things. And even if you are a professional, you might have some deeply rooted ideas about what things are the most healthy, what things are the most ethical. And sometimes when I meet people, it's like I have to be a bit more careful. Like I have to walk on eggshells when I discuss about things. And this has to do with so many things, like with animal rights and with sexuality, with gender, with like activism or volunteer work and stuff like this. And yeah. Haluatko tulla sanoa hei? Live-video. Eli maailmalle. I don't think they want to come say hi. They might come later. Sorry for speaking Finnish. I'm just speaking it to my companion since we are Finnish, and we also speak English sometimes and made up languages. Yeah, I should learn Elvish because that would really impress my companion. So yeah, coming back to veganism. I have been a full vegan now, only for a couple of weeks. There are many reasons for this. One of the biggest reasons is that I used to have eating disorders when I was younger. And ever since then, I have been struggling a lot with how I eat food, how I prepare it, what kinds of portions I eat, how I feel when I eat food. Like, my brain tends to lie to me about things. And it's not nearly as bad as it used to be. Don't get worried. Like, I love food, I love eating, I love making food for other people, and I am not obsessed with it. Even though lately I've been a vegan, I've been obsessed with cooking and obsessed with like counting my nutrition. And this is mainly because I want to have tangible data of how much I have been eating, so I can see later, like go back and look at the days and see how healthy I have been. And while I recognize that this can be a symptom of orthorexia, I know that for me it's not that. I have tended to be more towards anorexia than orthorexia, and I have also had some symptoms of bulimia sometimes, but it's never been diagnosed. I have been to a hospital a couple of times, partially because of these things, because of my eating disorder symptoms. But as I said, it's not nearly as bad anymore. It's been over 15 years since my so-called bad times. so I am really a lot healthier nowadays. Now when I get more light, the unders of my eyes are not nearly as bad looking as they are in the shadows. This is how I look in like natural sunlight, which is sort of rare for us here in Finland. Yeah. So going back to veganism. So right now I'm tracking my nutrition, and I am eating a lot. If anybody wants to see my nutritional reports, I can send you guys them. I can take like a screenshot and send you guys them, because I am getting a lot of carbs, a lot of fats, a lot of healthy fats, especially the omegas, omega-3, omega-6, and now even omega-9, which I didn't even know that that's like a thing, but I now take this like organic supplements which has omega-9, which is supposed to be really good for your skin. And I'm also taking some vegan multivitamins. And what else? Yeah, so if anybody is interested in my nutritional values, I can send you those. It is my goal to go further into some light activism, some volunteer work. Me and my companion are going to go to Ireland next summer to volunteer in animal sanctuary, which I'm super stoked about. And I also am planning to do some things with maybe some like new vegans. So yeah, I failed to mention that veganism is not actually a new thing for me. I have been a vegan earlier in my teenage years, and so I know some things already. I know about the suffering of the animals. I know why it's the most ethical decision. Food-wise, also with clothes, and also with the environment. I know why veganism works and why basically everybody should be a vegan. There are certain tiny what's the word? I tend to forget words. Subsets. No, subsets is not the word. Poikkeuksia. Exceptions. Thank you, dear. There are some exceptions. For example, for certain people who have autoimmune diseases, it might be the short-term, I underline short-term, healthiest decision for them personally to consume a lot of animal protein. And I am not sure why that is. I haven't read so many studies on that. I have just read like articles and seen some videos. But apparently it is like, well, the thing is like if your health is in serious trouble, like if you are afraid that you will like pretty much die if you don't consume animal protein fast, then I think you should like think if you have to do like this one decision for a very short term, and then after that when you get better you can find other ways, like for example with a very good nutritionist, like there's a lot of vegan nutritionists, and then maybe you can find a way to wean yourself out of the animal produce again. And at least that's what I think. I think veganism is the healthiest diet. It's the most nutritional diet, the most nutritional diet for all the humans. Of course, like in all the diets, you have to figure out your own personal needs. For example, I would like to consume a lot of protein, a lot of good fats, and also a lot of carbs, but many like long like good fibers things, lots of vitamins, lots of good fats and proteins. But so do your research, try it out, try veganism out, because it's going to blow your mind. It's going to be so great. You're going to be so happy that you are helping animals, helping the environment, and also helping yourself at the same time. So it's great. It's just really good. And some of the things that have changed in my life already since going vegan. I have, since I was a kid, since like elementary school, I've had troubles with sleeping, like different kinds of issues. Lots of like bad nightmares and lots of like waking up during the night. Lots of like sometimes, especially during my teenage years, I had issues where I would sleep like 15 hours a couple of nights and then like 3 or 4 hours another night. And it would just go like this for a while, and then I might have like a better period of sleep after that. I tend to forget my coffee. And then what's I going on about? Yeah, so so yeah, I've had some sleep issues. But since going vegan, I've actually been sleeping better. And there's been a couple of mornings where I have actually woken up without my alarm clock and feeling happy, feeling refreshed. I'm still pretty bad at like actually getting up from the bed because I really like the comfort of like just staying under covers and like looking at the sunshine slowly growing in the room and just like enjoying the very slow wake up. So even though I might wake up on time without an alarm clock, that doesn't necessarily mean that I am like up and running really fast. But I have really noticed changes in the quality of my sleep as well as the quality of my dreams. I've had more vivid dreams. I've had like more, it seems like my imagination is like somehow my brain is going more wild during my dreams, but in a good way. Like I haven't had nightmares, I haven't had this like bad terrors during the night. And my sleep quality overall has gotten a lot better already. I think it's also partially about my mental health and my empathy, like working together. Because I have always wanted to take care of animals and be good to them, and I have all my time spending social messenger. Anyway, so I think one of the reasons why I sleep better, why I feel better overall, is that I know that I'm doing good decisions for the animals and for nature and for myself, but mostly for the animals. Mostly just doing practical decisions towards the well-being of animals. Yeah, so my sleep is better. Also, my digestion is better overall. I've also had several issues with my digestion since I was a kid, really, since I was a child, and lately most of the issues have gone better, and so that's great. Also, I think one part of why this works is that I have actually been tracking my nutrition, and I can see which things cause what. And for example, I was for a couple of days I was eating big amounts of hemp hearts, and then I heard from another vegan that after starting to consume hemp hearts, they got really bad like stomach issues, and I had like similar symptoms after eating them, and I could see that the hemp hearts was the only new thing that I was consuming. So this is one of the reasons why it's really good to track some of your foods and your nutrition, because then I could immediately see, oh, it's the hemp hearts, and I can just take less of them or remove them entirely from my diet. And right now I am just taking like a teaspoon of them per day. So that's good. And hemp hearts are generally very healthy for you as long as you don't take too much, as we have learned. Yeah. Sorry for that. Some shout outs. I would like to thank my friends, Halloween Hearted, who is my vegan friend at a workshop here in Jyväskylä, and she is really inspiring and lovely, and she's so kind and easygoing with her veganism, and it's really inspiring for me. I would also like to shout out Joey Carpstrong, who is a very strong, compassionate, wise vegan who is doing it for the animals. And he's an activist, and he's very active here on Instagram and also on other platforms. And if you want to know anything about veganism, I suggest you go and follow him and maybe like send him an encouraging message if you like what he's doing. Also, who else? All of my new Instagram friends, vegans, you know who you are. You're liking my pictures and you're sending me messages, and that's so great. I love it. And I'm so sorry I don't remember all of your names because I'm really bad with names. But I'm so glad we are making friends, and I'm looking forward to discussing with you more and just spreading the love of veganism around the world. What else? A huge shout out to my companion, Markku, who is not in Instagram, and he's making himself breakfast right now. Or is that what you're doing? I'm not sure. He doesn't hear me. Second breakfast, like a good hobbit. We are Tolkien fans here, and he has been incredibly supportive and wise this whole time through our veganism. He is a vegan for the first time in his life, and it's just amazing to see how compassionate he has been. I'm looking at him, and he's so lovely, and I love him, and it's amazing to be together with this kind and compassionate and wise person. And hey honey, moi. And yeah, I'm going to cry. Okay. And he has also supported me so much through my journey of gender and sexuality, and it's been amazing. I would also like to thank my family and my mom and my dad's wife and our family dog, because he's perfect and fluffy and he always makes me so happy. Mom, especially because she has always been supportive of the healthy choices I make, and has also sometimes been very vocal when I don't make healthy choices, and I think that's great because that's supportive parenting, that's healthy parenting, so I love that. Also my dad and his wife Riikka, because they are also very supportive. My dad is funny because last time we saw, he said like, yeah, I'm also a vegan most of the time. And what he means is that he rarely eats meat. He drinks vegetable milks a lot of the time. And he really supports veganism. I think I'm going to just use like a bit of positive propaganda, for example, like feeding them vegan food and stuff, so that I can help them embrace more days of veganism. And actually, last night, they called me and they asked me and Markku to go to their place to enjoy some vegan food. And I would have loved to come, but sadly we were so socially exhausted that we couldn't go. But right, I really enjoy that they support my veganism, and they are also very kind dog parents, and very wise with how they have been having pet companions. And yeah. Of course, I also have to mention my sister and brother, and who have been so supportive and so great. Essie is an amazing artist. She has been a vegetarian for a long time now. She is in a relationship with Jyrki, who is also an awesome person. They are both so great and artistic and creative, and I just love them so much. And of course, I also have to mention my brother Eeti and his lovely wife Elisa and her child Sauli. I just really adore all of them. I love them, and they have also been so supportive and so kind towards me in all the things. And now very probably also with my veganism, at least they have been liking my pictures. I know that they have been sort of busy while on their honeymoon, which is great. And so I think they are also very supportive of the healthy choices I am making. And I especially like that Eliso is a bit of a juice nerd. She makes all of these awesome raw juices and other foods and drinks, which are ethically made, handmade, and really great, full of nutrition. You can find her, I think, at Powwow. It's spelled POW. AU. They have a web store, but they also have a store in Helsinki and some other places, which I don't remember right now. And yeah, they're great. What else? So I have now mentioned my memories so bad. My Instagram friends, Joey Carpstrong, and my family, mom and dad, and Riikka, and Essi, and Eeti, and Eliso, and Jyrki, and Sauli. Also, I would really like to thank, sorry, English is not my mother tongue. I would really like to thank Nettle Wild Fairy, who is an awesome person here on Instagram, also on Tumblr. She helped me a lot throughout the years. I have been following her on Tumblr for a long time now, reading all of her posts, and especially her posts about sexuality and gender. And she has been so inspiring. I have been like slightly stalking her online because I really love everything that they do. And I'm so sorry, misgendering you. I'm so sorry. I just realized that I'm speaking too fast and I'm a derp. I am so sorry. They are an awesome person, and I really love them. I just adore them, and they have really helped me to come to terms with my gender and my sexuality, and they are just amazing. Yeah. And I love their hair, and I love their whole Faye being of the woods, slightly chaotic being. I just love it so much. And I'm so sorry for using the incorrect pronouns. I am an idiot sometimes. But yeah, I just like you a lot. I have a crush. Anyway, so I think I will end this here. This was such a random live video, and I adore all of you for watching this. Maybe you are watching this later. We'll see. Of course, another important person. I'm so sorry I forgot about you. I'm so sorry. Jussi, my dear friend, who has been my friend for such a long time, and he is amazing. He is just so kind and supportive. He loves animals and he loves people. He has been together with me on a journey of personalities, journey of wisdom and growth, and so many good discussions about all the things, all sorts of things. Some very personal things. So I don't mention right there because I'm not sure if they want me to speak, but I'm so openly. So I respect that. And Jussi, you have been such a good friend of mine, and I just love you so much. And I hope we can meet soon, and we can hug and we can discuss about all the things in the world, especially about animals, but also about all the other things, like maybe relationships. Yeah. Okay, now I think I have maybe mentioned all the people. I hope so. I really hope so. I'm so sorry if I forgot about you, because my brain doesn't work all the time. Yeah, even though it's getting better with the veganism. I think so. Anyway, this has been so great, just speaking to the camera and hopefully speaking to lots of you guys, lots of you dudes, lots of you dudettes and ladies and entities and animals. Hopefully somebody's dog is watching. I really hope so, because dogs are so great. Maybe someone's rat is watching. Rats are great too. Okay, I'm going to end this now. Bye, everybody. Bye. I love you lots. I'm gonna go make my smoothie now. Bye. Oh my God.